Hey, what is going on today, Guardians? Welcome back finally to another Destiny video. Today, because of the release of Age of Triumph, and look, guys, I know that I'm late on this video, alright? I wasn't really thinking about it last week, but this week I was like, you know what? I should probably be doing videos on this every week. So every Tuesday from now on, I know that it's Thursday today, depending on which day you're watching it, but the upload is on Thursday. This will be on every Tuesday from now on, and then the subsequent video will be every Wednesday. So for sure, I'll be getting a video out every Tuesday and Wednesday. So today we're going to be talking about 6 weapons that you need to get from the vendors, because we all know that now with Age of Triumph, we're getting updated vendor roles each week. Boys, this is such a good step in the right direction. So, starting off, we're going to head over to Executor Hideo at the New Monarchy faction. Well, I was going to say Future War Cult, but that's a faction itself. That's not a... I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so first of all, we're going to take a look at... Hold on, I got to pull my... I have my notes here. I took notes, and my phone keeps turning off. Alright, so first of all, we're taking a look at the Bad Council, which is the shotgun from New Monarchy. There's a pretty good PvE role this week, alright? So this is going to be a good mix of PvE as well as PvP weapons. Now, obviously, this is a PvE weapon because you're not going to get... You know, you're not going to beat out your Matador 64s and things like that. But it's got a pretty good role. Accurized ballistics, extended mag or hipfire. I'd recommend extended mag. And then you got hammer forge as well as full auto. That could be a very fun weapon in the PvE aspect of the game. So I'd recommend picking that up. Next, we're going to head over to the Crucible Quartermaster. Now, I believe, this is just my opinion, but I believe that the Crucible Quartermaster is going to have some of the best roles throughout the rest of Destiny's lifespan. Simply because it has some of the better weapons, but, you know, that's all opinion-based. Anyways, first off, we're going to look at the Anton's Rule, which is the max fire rate sidearm. Now, I always tell everybody about the Impeacher and how good I think it is, and this is the same archetype, so if you don't have the Impeacher or the Anton's Rule, definitely pick this one up this week if you're tired of using the Wormwood or whatever. This is a great roll. You're going to have yourself Sure Shot to get that extra aim assist, which is needed for these fast fire rate archetypes. You also have Zen Moments or Feeding Frenzy. Realistically, you could go with either of these. I mean, both of these have their place. Zen Moments, you know, if you're not feeling as comfortable with the weapon out of the gates, you can pop this on, get a little extra stability each time you make a hit. Or you could go with Feeding Frenzy. So if you got some nice reserve ammo, get that kill, quickly reload, and ensure that you have enough ammo for the next kill. Because the thing with this archetype is you're just gonna be spraying. You're gonna be spraying as fast as you possibly can. So ammo can go pretty quickly. Next, we have fitted stock or high caliber rounds in the Age of Triumph update. Actually, it may have been the weapon update before that. A lot of weapons got high cal rounds recalibrated for them, and they are working better. So I'd recommend either one of these. Personally, I'll be running high caliber rounds, but that's me. And then Hot Swap. Hot Swap is hands down, and I said this before in one of my old sidearm videos. Hot Swap is hands down one of the best sidearm perks that you could get. One of the best special weapon perks that you could get, period, but definitely one of the best sidearm perks that you get. Switching over with that, then you have Sure Shot, then you have Zen Moment. This thing will be accurate as fuck. Moving on, we have the 44 Curtain Call, which is of course the PvP or Crucible shotgun. Now this, I think, is just a good weapon. I think that if you wanted to use this in PvE, you could. I think that myself will be using this in PvP. I think that same thing with Anton's Rule and the Impeacher. If you're just tired of using the Matadors and you know, the Wormwoods and all these meta quote unquote weapons, this is definitely a good alternative. You're gonna run smooth ballistics. Here you can really run whatever you want. Cascade has been fixed so that you're going to get a portion of the mag on a melee hit, which is good. If you shotgun, only, you know, take half their health and then melee them to finish them off, it'll reload a bit of your ammo. Then you got Army of One, which is just I mean, it's a good perk to have. I mean, grenade and melee cooldown, of course, and of course you're gonna get quick unassisted kills because generally you're just gonna be shoving this down somebody's face. Then this is where it gets better. We have rifled barrel as well as rangefinder, so 2 very good perks that you want on a shotgun, especially if you're looking for a PvP shotgun. So definitely consider picking this roll up. Next, we'll move on to a sniper from the Crucible Quartermaster, the Event Horizon, which I think is going to be a fantastic well, both PvP and PvE roll, but you have short gaze, which is my personal favorite sight. The other two scopes, I probably wouldn't recommend. You can try them if you want, but I don't know. Then we have triple tap. Triple tap is great in PvE, especially for this archetype, so you can get that extra bullet in there. And then you have the choice between, you could run casket mag and triple tap as well, which I think, would that work? It would give you 4 plus 1 more, 6. Yeah, so you could squeeze 7 bullets out of the clip maybe. And let's not quote me on that because my math isn't the best. And then you have hidden hand. Hidden hand is just great on snipers. So I think that this is a great both PvE and PvP role, and I would definitely recommend picking that up if you don't have one already. Alright, next we're going to head over to Lakshmi 2, that the Future War Cult faction vendor, and she's going to have 2 nice weapons for us. Now, one of them is going to be the sidearm, of course, Wormwood. I mean, you can get bad rolls on this weapon, but I think that it's just such a good weapon that you really can't get a bad roll on it. But this week has a pretty nice roll. Now, the sights aren't that weak. I would recommend True Sight, or sorry, they aren't that strong. I'd recommend True Sight. Then down this column, these are 2 good perks that you could run, either Snapshot or high calorie rounds. I leave that up to you guys to pick. You know, Snapshot is really good for those finessing, and then high cal rounds is good to stagger your targets. Then you have another 2 good perks. I would recommend probably hand loaded here, but again, with rangefinder on here, you might maybe go for Zen Moment for that little bit of stability, but that's all up to you guys. So definitely a good choice there if you guys don't have a Wormwood already, but there are better rolls out there. Now next, and because with the Age of Triumph update, we have new Crucible bounties, and this week's bounty, as of the upload of this video, get 25 kills with the fusion rifle. Now, if you guys don't have any fusion rifles, this right here, the Waiting, is actually a fantastic fusion rifle. I have a very nice roll myself, so I won't be picking this one up, I don't think, although rangefinder is so tempting. I was actually using this in the Nightfall this week for arc damage, because mine is arc. Now, we got some good sights here. The red dot ORA is what I would recommend personally, but also the MD Reflex is a nice sight as well. Now, in our second column, now, here's the thing with fusion rifles, guys. I am a firm believer in not using accelerated coils. You get an impact reduction and a charge rate increase, which for some might be appealing. Maybe it's good in PvE, but I know definitely in PvP you want to keep that impact. My advice to you guys when using a fusion rifle is get used to the charge rate, and then you won't need accelerated coils. You know, sliding around a corner, charging, and releasing at that perfect time when you come around the corner. Just getting to know the weapon will allow you to maximize the charge rate, and then, you know, you don't have to use something like accelerated coils. So on this, I would recommend lightweight, which is going to pair so well with knee pads. But that's the thing with this tree right here, this perk tree right here, is you have 2 fantastic perks here. Now, knee pads is basically all I use knee pads on is fusion rifles. Now, what I find with fusion rifles is knee pads adds like this perfect amount of time for you to slide and charge. So knee pads generally gives you enough time to slide around a corner while charging while you're sliding, and by the time you come around that corner, you just pop that shot off, and it's perfect. And that's going to pair really well with lightweight. These 2 perks together are just going to be fantastic. But to that same note, you could go for the stability and range buff from small bore, probably losing 1 in the magazine. Pair that with rangefinder, and you're going to have a pretty substantial range buff to this weapon. So you could go either way in this perk tree right here. But this is a fantastic fusion rifle roll, guys. I can't stress that enough. Definitely pick this weapon up. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Tomorrow will be a tier 12 video where I go through the vendor rolls and tell you guys what to pick up if you're hunting for that tier 12 roll. I get a lot of people ask me or comment on my tier 12 rolls. And guys, I have a bunch of different tier 12 rolls for each character. Whether I'm using the Ram, or I'm using a different exotic, or I'm using my Stormcaller, or whatever it is, I have a bunch of different setups. Like, I think right now I am running a 453. Yeah, 453, just to cater to my Trials gear. I usually, generally speaking, run a 444, which is my personal favorite. And then for my Stormcaller, I have a 525. For my hunter, I have a 255 or a 444 or a 552. And I know that a lot of people have trouble getting that kind of gear. So each week now on the Wednesday, I will be showcasing gear that will help you get to that tier 12 build. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, slap that like button. It is greatly appreciated. And soon we will be doing a vlog thanking you guys for 1K subs. Anyways, I will catch you guys later today for the stream. Peace.